Good evening from Washington, D.C., and thank you to those of you joining us from around the world for news from a Catholic perspective. I'm Lauren Ashburn. Pro-life groups are calling on President Trump to follow through on campaign promises, in particular one to defund Planned Parenthood, the nation's largest abortion provider. They want action now, before Democrats regain power in the House of Representatives. White House Correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Lauren. Divided Congress or not, the pro-life leaders I spoke with today say there is plenty the president can do to advance his agenda going forward.
This president and the administration have done some really good things on the pro-life side. The next step is to defund Planned Parenthood.
Allison Centofonte with the pro-life nonprofit Live Action among the groups who met with White House officials today, delivering an urgent message.
Today, 900 babies' lives will be lost. Yesterday, 900 babies' lives were lost. And tomorrow will be the same fate, with the nation's largest abortion provider propped up with $500 million of our taxpayer funds that we're forced to give them every year.
Pro-life group Students for Life also in the meeting. It's asking President Trump for 5 things. Refuse to sign any budget that doesn't defund Planned Parenthood. Formalize the Protect Life rule for Title X regulations that provide taxpayer funds to family planning. Appoint judges who respect life. End the funding of fetal tissue research. And sever the connection between sex education and abortion vendors. In January, newly elected Democrats will arrive on Capitol Hill and hold the majority in the House of Representatives. Centofonte wants to see congressional action now to defund Planned Parenthood.
We're willing to work with anyone, but we're hoping that they do this now before pro-abortion Democrats get here.
House be in order.
Still, the Republican-controlled House and Senate have failed to pass legislation to defund the nation's largest abortion provider. After this month's midterm elections, we asked President Trump how his pro-life agenda will move forward.
I think I have that solution, and nobody else does.
We've all wondered, what is that solution? So we're excited to see. To me, that's a good sign from the president that he's having the right conversations about this.
A bill funding health and human services through 2019 that failed to defund Planned Parenthood was already signed by President Trump at the end of September. Now the president has threatened to shut down the government over border wall funding as a December deadline looms to keep other federal agencies running. Now, one pro-life leader I spoke with today said of all the issues to shut down the government, stopping tax dollars from going to the nation's largest abortion provider should be at the top of the list. Lauren?
White House Correspondent Mark Irons. Thank you, Mark.